Hello everybody and welcome to I Want to Make Your Tutorial episode 2. We'll be using this level and we'll be expanding it with some of the new elements. The next thing we're going to be learning today is the common and enemy section. The common section has a whole bunch of very important stuff for your level. So we're just going to go, just left to right. The spinner is really simple. You place it, and when you're in your pause menu thing, those circle things will appear. In this circle things, you can place blocks, you place spikes, place saws, you can place anything. And then it will spin around. So now you got this little thing. That just is kind of cool. And this has its settings. So if, let's say I want 2 slots. So now it's just like that. Or let's say I want it to have a radius of 10, so it just spins around the tiny area. And let's say I want the rotate speed to be 100. And now it's just kind of like a speeding thing that if you touch it, it will instantly kill you. So that's the spinner. It's a relatively simple thing. Next up, we have the cannon. The cannon, if you hold, you can actually change the direction of certain things. So if I hold on that, I can do up. So I want the cannon to go up, okay? Actually, let's say I want to get the cannon to go down. Now, the cannon, you can make the cannon fire literally anything in the entire game. Except, actually, could it? Even save points. So if you wanted something where you have to, like, get a save point midair, you could. Actually, what would happen? It actually just saved from there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, that's a fun fact. But you can grab anything, like, let's say I want a spike. And bam, now there's a spike that just falls from the sky. Now, cannons aren't the only way to make things like this that fall from the sky. You'll find some other ways later. Also, if you use your scroll wheel on your mouse, you can also change the direction of these while in them. So I can do. Anyways, next up, let's actually add something to the level with the cannons here. We're gonna add assault blade. By the way, this is part of the event stuff, but this stuff's already there. It starts there when you get your thing. It's how the cannon works. So now you can change the frames. Like maybe you want to have higher the frames, the longer it'll take to shoot one. The lower the frames, the quicker it will shoot one. As you see, now we've got something shoots up these. And maybe that's not a place, but there will be smart things to do that. Anyways, so let's say we want this area to be like using conveyor belts. These are another big thing. Conveyor belts, they will drag you along like you would expect, and then yeah, so you can actually just make a whole section right here related to don't let the saw hit you. So now to get to the checkpoint, you have to do this. You can see how it just moves you. And this also has its own variation, so you can actually make a teleport just by increasing the speed to, as you see, it teleports you. But we're going to turn that to 2, which I think is, right around the middle. So you can even turn it to 2.5, so that looks slightly, then it just doesn't stay on there. Damn. Go and turn to 1. You can see now, it's way slower. Turn to 2. Next thing I'll be showing is water. I'm going to make this section, from instead of using these, it's going to use water. You're going to have to go up the water to, get up. Actually, no, I have a better idea for this section. But, the water, you basically just jump infinitely while in water. Non-refreshing water makes you use your double jump in it, and then you don't get it back. Refreshing water gives you your jumps back. As you see, I can still double jump. So basically, it just depends on which one you want. But here we're actually use this. Here we can actually use 2 things to get up. Use a jump refresher, which now I have to do my 2 jumps. Wait, let me put that one more down. Now I have to do my 2 jumps, and then a third one, and maybe I can just place somewhere here. Now I have to do that. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is by using the spring. I wonder if these have any. Yeah. These don't have any variables except if they respawn. Now you can change that. As you see, now we got a spring. But you'll see how you still can't get up. Well, let's see. You can go over here, String Force weak. That might help. Except then you realize, nope, it doesn't. So you can just go over here, click going strong, and now it'll bounce you almost all the way up. I died. So yeah, it's a pretty simple thing that we're gonna add to our level. Next up, we got the bullet reflector. This thing goes hand in hand with buttons. But control triggers will be taught more complex later, and these things will be taught more later. But basically, these just reflect the bullets to do this. So if we made something like this, make a nice long corridor of systems. Now the bullet's going to go up in the end. And hit that. Let's say we want to hit a bomb. Now hit that bomb. That's a very basic analogy of it. Actually, let's continue with the bomb now. The bomb has three different types. Burst. Three different burst types: explode, pulse, and puff. Pulse and explode is the one that most people use when making deadly levels, but it just explodes with the timer being on the screen. The pulse explodes and it can push you away. And the puff, well, this one works best in multiple because the other two, when they destroy one, it'll destroy the rest. This one, it'll just destroy them individually. You can see how that one didn't get destroyed. Oh, and by the way, the keybind for doing that teleportation in editor is the one to the left of the one. The one to the left of the one. That's a great analogy of it. Anyways, the one right below the escape on most computers. So our next thing, push block. Pretty self-explanatory. You can push it. That's its whole purpose. You can also change its gravity, which is kind of cool. I just realized. You even see how it's like an upside down thing. Whoa. Also, this is just a funny thing, because when you're an editor, you can do more things. Here we do normal, invert normal, invert normal. So this is some pretty fun thing to do. Also, just like do. Anyways, that is basically everything we have here instead of the teleporter. Teleporter, so it's pretty self-explanatory. There's one teleporter. We're gonna give this teleporter number 2. But it's not a teleporter. Now this isn't gonna work right now. We have to do this number 2. Now if we jump in that teleporter, we're gonna jump up there. This could be maybe useful if you want some form of thing where you have to get up here, but you can't jump up there normally. So you can use a teleporter like this. Get up there. That's actually something that's kind of cool. So that you can also do that. I'm gonna drop myself down. And now I said I would show the enemies too, and I wasn't lying. We got Walker Jr. Depending on what orientation you make him, he would go on walls, ceilings, whatever. Dude can go on everything. But for now, we'll just be doing floors. See, he just walks left and right, kind of like a Goomba in Mario. But he does have some special things. You can make him shootable and then give him health. Like, let's say I want him 10 health and then 10 invincibility frames. Spawn here. Now I have to shoot him to defeat him. You can use 6 health bar. I think when you're doing this, though, make sure you can't just jump on him. What you have to do is you have to make sure you go to type and killer, or you can make him a type bouncy. But make sure he's in the normal type, or else this won't work. And when you defeat him, he just pops. Anyways, next thing is we also have, different types. Bouncy. Killer, you can't jump on, it will just kill you. Bouncy, you bounce when you jump on him. He's basically a very useful dude. And then we can maybe even turn a boss health force. So this is like a boss battle. You can see how it actually goes down. Next up, we got the Crusher. I'm gonna keep this here legit. The Crusher, well, it crushes. It's like, think of a swamp, except it stays down. This also gives more potential for secret areas, because this is just sneak peek, but here, you got special stuff. You could just delete these. Go into special stuff. But now we have some secret blocks. And now if we do this, I might just go through the secret blocks. Yeah, kind of expected that. You can even see it's kind of a secret area. Not the best secret area, but it's a secret area. So that's what the Crusher does. And the Jump Phantom. Oh, this dude's fun. Okay, let's say I'm falling, but I've used all my double jumps. Wait, I have to make this like a good thing. Okay. Used all my double jumps. It's a little hard to do. Let's see how I get another double jump. So I can just... These guys, you can make them bounce. I wonder what that does. Bouncing is... When something says bounce, you just make it go out of a cannon. Oops. Probably make the cannon rotate. And bounce. Now I guess I'm bouncing ghosts. This is gonna get very intense very quickly. Run! But yeah, that's a very simple way to do it. You can try to catch the ghosts. If you respawn though, those ghosts aren't gonna... Ghosts. Also, it's kind of like Ghostbusters. Because that's funny. Anyways, room warps and room starts and everything. We'll be worrying about those in a future episode. But next episode, we will be learning all about... we'll be learning all about collectibles and power-ups. So we'll be learning about all of the collecting stuff. And then we'll be learning about gravity plus speed, vines, and special. And props, I'll just show them right now. Props are just, yeah, things you can place. There's props. And they have their own variations, so maybe that. So props are just pretty cool. Like maybe you want the forbidden tree right there. And maybe you want to go up here, add some deadly apples to the forbidden tree. Yes, I'm taking inspiration from what I've seen other people do. This is not original. This level itself is original, and the tutorial itself is pretty original. I've not seen a tutorial on this. But, you know, the tree idea is not. Anyways, that is this episode of tutorialing. Again, make sure you, if you do enjoy this series, then please like and subscribe. I will be continuing doing it, and thank you.